Hey everyone, it's Bordeaux Rose here, and I'm coming at you with another review. Listen, influencers on YouTube, they do deserve to get paid. Because let me tell you something, they are the reason why you guys are getting this review. Because I really didn't care to pick up the Rare Beauty stuff because I have so much makeup. I didn't need to buy any more makeup. But because of all these influencers, like honestly, they deserve their pay, okay? I don't get paid. You know what I mean? Hopefully one day we'll be there, but we're not there yet, okay? But I did purchase these items from Sephora. I have like a little mini haul going on here. On top of the Rare Beauty items that I did purchase, I also purchased the Shake and Shot Dr. Jart, what is it? Rubber brightening mask. I'm going to review this in another video, but I'm excited to try this. I did a little unboxing on my live last night, and it was pretty cool. To me, it was like a lot of product for one use. A lot of waste with that product, but we'll talk about that later, okay? The next thing I purchased was I repurchased this Fenty Beauty, what is this thing called again? It's the Kilowatt Foil Highlighter Palette. I repurchased this. I'm going to use it today in the midst of this stuff, but I'm not reviewing it. This is a really good palette, though. I had to repurchase it because the other one was really, really old. Not that I finished it or anything, but I just had to have it. It's a really good palette. But anyway, let's get started. So far, I've only done my brows to the best of my ability, okay? My brows are definitely cousins. They're cousins, definitely not sisters, okay? So here's what I did do also with skin prep. I did my skincare. I did my vitamin C, my sunscreen, and the sunscreen that I use, you should know by now, I still have the old packaging because I have backups. This is my last backup though, okay? So once I'm out of that one, I'll be getting into the new packaging that they have now. Hopefully y'all like my cheetah getup. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a cheetah girl with the bamboo earrings, you know, like round the way girl, okay? But anyway, let's jump right into this. The reason I did not do any spot concealing today is because I really want this foundation to shine and show us what it can do for hyperpigmentation, okay? Because everybody that I see use this foundation, they have perfect skin, and I don't have perfect skin. So we're gonna do this, all right? Now, this is the foundation. This is the box. I love the box. It looks very, I don't know, like very official, very medicinal, but high-end. You know what I mean? It says Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. The number that I got is 460W. I guess that means warm. It's by Rare Beauty. It says a foundation elixir that feels barely there while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. So let's just see. Again, I picked 460 because on the Sephora website, it told me I was like some other way darker color when I was like, are you guys for sure? But they were wrong. I went and looked and just really paid attention to the pictures, and this is the color that I decided would be good for me. It looks really dark in the bottle, but yesterday when I tried it on my face in the dark, it looked fine, but we're gonna see, okay? I also picked up the concealer and the brush. Let me show you the brush because we're gonna be using it. It's their foundation brush, liquid touch brush for foundation, okay? It's a cruelty-free brush packed with soft silky bristles that build a blend and buff. So we're gonna use it. Here it is. Okay, love the bristles. It reminds me a lot of the Fenty one, which I don't see. Maybe it's still in its drying position. Maybe I washed it, it's still in the drying position. But it's not the exact same shape, but it reminds me so much of it. I don't see it here. I wanted to just show you in comparison, but oh well. Okay, so we're gonna use this. Now, here is the foundation. Very simplistic bottle. I love it. I love the little knob on the top. Really cool. The only problem I have with this is the doe foot. I don't like this doe foot applicator. I don't like the fact that I'm going to be rubbing this on my skin, especially somebody that has acne, that normally has a lot of acne. I don't want to be dragging this across any active acne or anything that I just, you know, happen to break or whatever on my skin and then be dipping. I don't like that. That's the one thing I could tell you right now that I do not like. I do not like this doe foot applicator. Very unhygienic. It reminds me of, who has the doe foot? I think Neutrogena has a doe foot applicator for foundation. Really do not like this at all. So we're just gonna, like, you know, no rhyme or reason, put this on. Okay, but that's my initial thoughts. I don't like the applicator. Let's see how the color blends out. It looks to be okay. Remember, my skin looks a little whiter because of the first of all, I hide it under makeup all the time, so it's probably always going to be lighter than my skin. And also I have sunscreen on. So let's use the brush and see how it blends out. It seems a bit orange as I'm blending, but we'll see. We can definitely work with it. Now, where's that hyperpigmentation? Okay. It's really covering this hyperpigmentation. Like, really covering it. Okay. The color is orange. It's a little bit orange, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of orange. But we're gonna work with it. We're gonna bronze. We can definitely work with the color. Okay. All right. So for this foundation to be so lightweight, what coverage does it say it has? It just says buildable coverage. I don't know if it's supposed to be medium or not, but this is definitely full coverage because that just covered my pigmentation real nice. My hyperpigmentation real nice. Real nice. And the color's not too bad once I blend it out. Not too bad. I still don't mind trying like one more color to see if I can get another undertone or something like that. But it's not too bad. I could definitely work with this. Okay. Hyperpigmentation gone. Wow. Okay. I mean, I could legit, if I really just did not want to, if I want to go for a natural look, I can actually go out the house like this. This is nice, and this brush is everything. This is nice, and it's not shiny or anything. It's just like a natural. It just looks so natural, you guys. When I saw natural in like the description of this foundation, I thought it was gonna be like sheer, you know, especially how they show on the pictures where like in one of the pictures they show the girl put the foundation, she had it on. She did like a side by side and you can still see all her freckles. And I was like, that might not work for me. Okay, so here is the concealer. It's a Liquid Touch brightening concealer, a moisturizing buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. Okay, the number that I picked up is 420. Actually, I'm looking at this foundation and I think it's a really good match actually. Okay, so here it is. The difference between this bottle and this bottle is the top, and it's smaller. That's it. All right, so I did purchase a lighter color. Okay, again, doe foot, but I don't mind a doe foot for the concealer because I feel like, you know, when you put a concealer on, it's over your foundation. You're only putting it in certain parts, so it's not so bad to have a doe foot. I don't know if I like this applicator, but it's okay. I guess I would have to get used to using it. The way it's shaped, like this thing right here, I don't know, it feels awkward, but it could just be that I'm accustomed to using what I'm accustomed to using, you know? But yes, this color is perfect, in my opinion, my humble opinion, for what I like, okay? For what I like, it's perfect. And that's the thing, like a lot of people, like I saw a young lady today review this and she was saying that the color is off. And I'm just like, listen, the color's off for you because some people need a red undertone and they're buying yellow. And it's like, no, I don't think you get it. Like your undertone is not, that's not right, you know? So I think it's really one of those things where it's personal preference sometimes. Like this may not be my undertone, but I like it. I like this undertone for my concealer, you know? So you know, I just think that sometimes it's also preference. So when people say a color doesn't work, now formula is different, but a color, because there's people come in different colors, shapes, sizes, everything, you know. I was using the foundation brush, but you know what? I wonder, should I use it to try to blend out my, you know what? No, we're gonna do exactly what we would do on a regular day. Okay, we already saw that the foundation brush is beautiful, but I love to when I do my concealer, I really like to use a sponge. So we're gonna use a sponge. I already dampened this when I washed it, but it's obviously didn't come 100% clean, but it's all right, y'all. It's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out and see. Normally I let my concealer sit for a few seconds, like maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Let me see, maybe I can just, ooh. And normally, like I said, when I do this, I let it dry down, because Jackie Aina taught me that if you let your concealer dry down just a little bit, you get more coverage. So, and I know I say that in a lot of my videos when I do my makeup like this, but I just like to remind people that I did get it from somebody else, you know? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that should be fine. All right, let's see how she blends out. Nice. Just like melts into the skin. It just melts like right into the skin. Right into the skin. This is a really good formula. Yes. Yes. And I don't like my concealer to be obvious. So I'm loving the way, I love this color. I picked the exact, in my opinion, my exact right color for this. Just nice, bright, nice, light lifting of the under eye. Yeah. Yes. I don't see, I mean, again, it's personal preference, but I don't see how anybody could give this combo here a bad review. This is great. Hopefully it works well with my powder, because that's another thing we have to remember when we're mixing formulas and things like that. Sometimes they don't agree with each other, but you guys, I'm impressed. I'm like really impressed right now. Yes, 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 yes. I feel like I've been using this forever. Like my makeup, my base is looking nice to me, in my opinion. I like this. I like this. Okay, okay. All right, now let's see how it does. Let's take a look at this now. Okay, it looks really good. If I were just to powder this and go, I can do a quick lip gloss. I can do this. Very nice natural look. Okay. All right. Now I'm using my photo focus because that's what I would normally use with this, my banana color one. And just make sure concealer is blended out in my creases before I apply my powder. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it took to my powder very well. I have natural creases under my under eye, so I always have to make sure everything gets in there really, really well. Set. We have to make sure it's set. Problem I see people doing, putting too much powder under their under eye. Too much powder. I like to bake, but I've learned that with some of these powders, you just can't bake with them. They're too thick. This is a powder I can bake with, and Coty Airspun, I can bake with Coty Airspun. I didn't feel like baking today, but we're just setting this. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm just gonna brush the excess off, the excess powder off. And then I'm gonna set the foundation with my Ride or Die powder. This is the Too Faced Born This Way complexion powder in the color Chai. That's the color that I use. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking for my brush. I use a brush like this because my skin is very oily, so I kind of have to pack it on. So I use a little foundation brush. Actually, let me use the foundation brush that, well, no, it's too tight. I wouldn't use this with powder to set because it's just going to put another thick layer of powder. So I use something a little bit more not compressed, but compressed. Like I can use this with liquid or powder. Yes, the color is right. You guys, I love this. This works. It looks really good. I didn't buy anything else from Rare because I'm not really a liquid blush girl. I have tons of lipsticks. I'll take everybody else's word for the lipsticks. It's not a big deal to me. But the foundation and the concealer to me is like the big issue. And let me tell you something. So far, this is beautiful. I have no complaints. My under eye isn't cracking. Normally with the concealer, I could tell you right away if a concealer is going to crack on my skin. I set it with my powder and I don't have any creasing going on between the powder and the concealer. It's a really, really good match. My powder sat on it really, really well, which lets me know if my Wet n Wild would sit good on it, I know for a fact my Coty Airspun is gonna sit well on it. And I set with this and it looks really good. Very natural to me. I like this look. I'm just gonna do a quick like bronzing. I used my Fenty Mocha Mommy. I'm running out of it, but you know, it's really, really good. But I'm just gonna do like a light bronzing, light bronzing, because we're going for that round the way girl look today. Can you see the bamboos? Can you see? Do you see the bamboos? Okay. Yeah, very round the way, very, you know, popping bubble gum. This is Dominique Cosmetic brush that I had not gotten a chance to use. I guess I will go in and do a little crease with it. Normally you would use a fluffy brush to do this, but we can make anything work, okay? And this is a very light look on the lid, so it's not a big deal. That's the thing, like you don't have to have so many different tools, because then I could go back and put something on the lid if I really, really wanted to with this. Well, for right now, we're not going to do that. We're going to leave the lids the way the lids are. Okay. And then actually, you know what I am going to do? I have a little bit of powder left. I'm just going to kind of set the lid because I never set the lid. And that's it. And then I'm going to go in with a eyeliner. Let's see here. Where is it? I was supposed to have all this stuff ready before I started my eye look. Here it is. I did have it ready. I just didn't realize I had it ready, okay? So I'm just going to do a little line here. This is the Beauty Bakery liner. Lollipop liner is what it's called. I always get quiet when I'm doing my liner. I don't know why, because my lids it's not impacted by my mouth moving, so I don't get why I do that. And I normally make a face, but I ain't gonna make the face today. Y'all are not gonna laugh at me today while I do my liner. That's what you're not gonna do, okay? You're just not gonna do that. Oh gosh. Okay, so we're gonna now struggle to make sure that our other line looks the same way, okay? Let's see. Let's see if we could get the other line to look the exact same. Because, you know, they're cousins. They're not sisters. Let's see. Oh, it's all good though. Hopefully you can barely tell that I just messed that up. I'm hoping. If you could tell, don't tell nobody. Please. Please, you guys. Please, please. All right. So now what I do that after I finish this liner, I'm going to go in with a black gel liner, and I'm just going to tight line and do my waterline, and that's it, because I'm not putting a lash on today. I'm just gonna do a nice lip mascara and be on my way. You guys, I'm looking at my under eyes, and oh my gosh, they look so good. And the prices of this stuff was not that bad. It was definitely higher than drugstore. Let me see if I could pull up pricing really quickly for you guys. But it's like drugstore pricing. It wasn't really that bad. Well, they're a little bit more than drugstore. Excuse me. I apologize for that. I know that the foundation was, I believe, $29. Let's check it out real quick, okay? Let's check her out. Let's check her out. Okay, so the foundation was $29, which to me is a good price for a not for, I guess, mid to high end. It's a good price, $29. The concealer is $19. I think the concealer is at a good price for it being in Sephora and you know, a celebrity touted makeup brand. You know what I mean? I think it's a really good price. I think it's good. But she has like a lot of other stuff here. I didn't get the primer because if you guys know anything about me, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I have super oily skin and things can become really cakey on me. And sometimes when I use these primers that they say is supposed to make your makeup last and blah, 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 it really doesn't last. You know, it really, really, really doesn't last. It melts away. It makes my makeup look cakey. And I just honestly did not want to risk it. I wanted to just put it in my normal makeup routine and just see how the concealer and the foundation was going to work. How would I compare it to my normal stuff? Like, I use drugstore, okay? So the makeup that I use every single day is drugstore makeup. I use ColourPop concealer, and I use Wet n Wild, not Wet n Wild, I'm sorry. I use NYX, Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation, okay? And if I'm being 100% honest, I have to say that the foundation is good, but I wouldn't stop buying my NYX. It's like, it's good. If you don't have a go-to and you really want to try the Selena Gomez one, the Rare Beauty, and you want to use it, it's really good, okay? I'm not saying that it's not, but I paid $12.99 for my NYX. So for me, it's like, you know, I don't see a reason to not use it. But if you're on the fence and you want to try this one out, do it. Jump. Like I said, the concealer is good. Let me look at it. Hold on. Now that it's kind of settled in, it still looks good. Oh, let's see. Yeah, It still looks good. I know that I just put it on, but sometimes when you let it sit on your skin for a while, it'll tell you the tale. It will tell you the tale right away. Don't get it twisted. Being in the sun all day and things like that will tell you the tale even more. But I can tell you that right now, because I know my skin and I know how makeup works on my skin, I can tell you that this is going to perform pretty well. Because normally if something is going to break up on my face, it does it right away. I can tell right away that it's going to break up. I'm just lightly putting a little bit of bronzer on my nose, just a little bit. I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot because I don't want it to be too pronounced. But yeah, I'm loving this. Let's see what highlighter. What highlighter are we using? I'm going to use the Marc Jacob highlighter. I love this highlighter. It's so pretty. All right. I'm sorry. I have my stuff in travel bags because I was supposed to be gone overnight yesterday, but I decided not to stay where I was going. It wasn't that far, so I drove right back home. Okay, went away for work. It was like a few hours drive, but I was kind of in the mood to just drive back. I didn't feel like staying, so I drove back. I love this highlighter. I don't think she came out with a highlighter, did she? Let's check it out. Hold on one second. I'm going to do an inner corner real quick. And for some reason, my Morphe continuous spray is not working. So I can't set my skin with that. But this is the look. Really like natural, round the way girl look. This is what I was going for. This brand is very natural looking. That's what they want you to create, it seems like, with this makeup. And it really does work. It really gives you a nice natural look. I really like the foundation. I'm going to use it. Will I repurchase? Maybe I might, you know, I might, because I really like it. If it really like, I don't know, shows me some kind of where it doesn't come off with my mask, which I doubt it, then maybe I'll repurchase at that point. But I'm telling you right now, it's really a good foundation. Let's check, just look really quick and see what else they offer. They have a concealer brush. The foundation brush that I bought was $28, okay? Kind of high for a brush, but it was good. You could get one cheaper from like Morphe or NYX brush or something like that, much cheaper, but it was a good brush, okay? The sponge, I saw people talking about the sponge, but the sponge is $14. And it's like a weird, odd shape, like triangular. I like my $20 sponge from Beauty Blender, or you could get a Real Techniques brush sponge for like $6. She has a puff. She has a pencil, brow pencil and gel. I don't really care for the gel. Like, I like my clear gel that I buy for $2 from Essence or e.l.f. or the Maybelline Lash Blast one that I use or whatever. She has highlighter, but it's a liquid highlighter. I don't like liquid highlighters. She does have an eyeliner, $19. She has like I said, a blush, lip balm. She has more stuff, but to me, that stuff is superficial. You know, what's most important is the foundation and the concealer. And if she could get me with the foundation and concealer, then I might dip back into the other stuff. And she definitely got me with this. So hopefully you guys like this demo little natural look. I hope you like it, but I'm being very honest with you guys. It's a really nice look. The color actually even worked on me really well. I think that is something that I would repurchase if I happened to be in Sephora and didn't have any foundation. I probably would reach for this. I really do like it. Or if I really wanted to splurge outside of using my drugstore stuff, I would get this. I definitely would repurchase this if I wanted to splurge. The foundation brush was nice. I felt like it spread I think it's one of the reasons that the foundation sits so nice and natural on my skin. It gave me a very even, I was able to get a very even spread with this, and I just like the feel. It almost feels like I'm holding a a pencil, and it just feels really easy to do, like boom, 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 and it gets in here, which I really did like. I really like that. I'm kind of curious about the concealer brush, so I probably will purchase a concealer brush. If I'm being completely honest, I'll probably order the concealer brush because I really did like this brush. But anyway, okay, hopefully you like my round the way girl look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share me. Share me with your friends, okay? All right, you guys, have an amazing day. Go get it. Mwah.